Yes. So while I'm reading, I'm underlining what I'm reading. Kevin literally skipped off the stage. He had just skillfully played the steel pan for the concert. The audience clapped in admiration for such a talented boy. He was marvelous. His parents were proud of his ability. He was chosen to participate in a national competition the next month. Okay, so let's go through the first line. Kevin literally skipped off the stage. He had just. We had to do what? Draw a circle around the error. The error I identified is skipped. Based on what we have been studying, what's wrong with skipped? It is supposed to have a double P. The double P was omitted. So skipped. Next line. Always go back to the beginning of the next sentence so that your reading will make sense. He had just skillfully played the steel pan for the concert. The, right, I'm saying skillfully, one L, then two L's. Some people may have changed SKIL to SKILL, but it's correct as it is. Played the steel pan. Aha. Steel. Is that kind of steel? Like thief? No, no, no. It is wrong. How do you spell this type of steel? STEEL. So we go on. The audience clapped in admiration of for such talent. For such a talent. That's supposed to be admiration of, I think. Um, audience. Is it audience or is it audience? You would have studied words like this as well. Ants versus ends. So if you didn't know, maybe you should go back to those notes or find them online. Right? When is it ants? When is it ends? Something you have to do on your own. Alright? So AUDIENCE. And in most cases there's an error in only one part of the word. So don't go copying the don't go making the change and making errors in other parts of the word. And remember, I am writing on a screen, so my handwriting will not be like how yours could be. Okay? It's very difficult to write on a screen. Right, so the audience clapped in admiration for such a talented boy. He was marvelous. His parents were proud. Uh-oh, is that how you spell proud? Not at all. So we circle proud. And the correct spelling of proud is Proud. Then we have proud of his ability. He was chosen to participate in a. Hey, what's wrong here? Proud of his ability. He was chosen to Hi, hi, hi. I didn't see it. Hi, hi, hi. They nearly caught me. Nearly caught me. This is participate. This is not participate. You see how easy that was? It missed my eye. I was sure that there was an eye there. It's participate and the is missing. So let's put in the and make sure we don't take out anything. Participate. Crack crack. Good. So he was chosen to participate in a national competition next month. National competition. Right. Sometimes SION spells shun, but remember we have also studied SION and TION. Right? And in this case, TION is what is needed and not SION. So COMPETITION. And once you have done that, you will get your full 12 marks, 2 marks each. Moving on to the next spelling. How am I supposed to move on to the next spelling? Hey, technology, don't do this to me. Okay, great. In recent times, wait, I need to pull up my Oh, it's up already. Yeah. In recent times, bullying has become a major problem in our nation's schools. In an effort to combat this, schools have been using anti bullying campaigns to help eradicate this problem. Everyone must cooperate to remove the scourge from all schools. Our slogan should be say no to bullying. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. Alright? So in recent times, first error, recent. The S sound is made by C. Recent. In recent times, bullying has become a major problem in our nation's schools. Here we have the problem again, nation. What's making the shun sound? Instead of S-I-O-N, it's T-I-O-N. So, in an effort to combat this, schools have been using anti-bullying campaigns. Aha, silent letter. Because this word, there's a letter that's silent in it. Wrong color, undo. Campaigns. The G is silent. Alright? So it's not campagons. Alright? You don't hear the G at all. To help eradicate this problem. Aha. Sometimes K is made by a K, but sometimes it's made by a C. And in this case, the K is made by a C. So, Eradicate. Everyone must cooperate to remove. Is this cooperate as a business? No, it's cooperate. So it's two O's. Cooperate. Some people even spell it Cooperate. Alright, now off the page. Need to practice standard English. Cooperate. Right. Our slogan. Slogan. No W in slogan. So I circle and I write the correction. SLOGAN. Wonderful. And I know you are comfortable with this format because we've been using it for quite some time. Next spelling. Okay. Right. Do you know that knowledge and wisdom are developed as you age? On most occasions, they are inseparable. The opposite of these qualities is ignorance. This is when people pretend to be unaware of the truth around them. Most people's unhappiness comes from unwise decisions, while the bliss that some experience comes from using the two important qualities they guarded. So let's take it down. Do you know that knowledge and how do you spell knowledge? There's a D in that word. Knowledge. Knowledge. On most occasions, they are inseparable. Is that even a word? It's not inseparable. It's inseparable. I don't like that first spelling. The opposite of these qualities is ignorance. Is it ignorance? No, it is ignorance. You have ants versus ants here again. Gnorance. This is when people pretend to be unaware of the truth around them. Most people's unhappiness, ha ha ha, hold up, unhappiness is spelled wrongly. When you are adding endings, suffixes with words that end for words that end with I, Y, you change a Y to I before you add these suffixes. So unhappinesses. Unhappiness. Most people's unhappiness comes from unwise decisions, while the bliss that some experience comes. Oh, hey, I forgot myself here. Unwise decisions, while the bliss that some experience. This is experience. This is not experience. I before E. So EXPERIENCE. It's easy to cross over these words. Sometimes your eyes play tricks on you because it looks, to me, it doesn't look too bad unless you stop to examine it. So do not leave blanks, please. Try something. Go back to it over and over, because getting it wrong is worse than losing in a game of Roblox. Get it right, please. So experience comes from using the two important. Is it important? No, it's not important. It's important. IMPORTANT. And so you get all correct. Congratulations. Moving along. Spelling again. In the absence, oh yes, I was supposed to be underlining while I was reading. I forgot that. In the absence of Mr. John, the class teacher, many students were extremely noisy and disruptive. This was certainly not acceptable behavior by these students and would certainly disappoint Mr. John if he discovered that their behavior was so unruly. Before he left the class to go to the principal's office, the students had made a promise that they would behave. Mr. John, I feel your pain. I know about that, Mr. John. I know about that. Okay, sorry, just checking my phone there. So let's go. In the absence. Absence. It's not CENCE, but it's SENCE. ABSENCE. Many students were extremely, extremely, something is wrong with those double E's. It's not supposed to be a double E. EXTREMELY. Alright, it's supposed to be a single E, but the E comes lower down. So in this word, errors are in two parts of the word, but it's more or less one error. The E's and the, one E is in the wrong place. Yeah. This was certainly not acceptable behavior by these students and would certainly. Hey, what's wrong here? Acceptable. ACCEP. It's also, Lord have mercy. Acceptable. 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 The acceptable was real looking nice, boy, especially because we say acceptable. Would certainly disappoint. Something is wrong with disappoint. A letter is supposed to be doubled. So let's circle it. What is supposed to be doubled? Might I ask? Disapppoint. Find a coughing. Yes. Mr. John, if he discovered that their behavior was so unruly, aha. Oh, they're too unruly. No, 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 no. Unruly, not unruly. So, circle you up. Unruly. Before he left the class to go to the principal's office, the students had made a promise. Who? No. Circle that up. Promise. You have all that? You get full marks. Congratulations. So that was all. That was all the spelling. I feel I was gonna go straight spelling, grammar, punctuation, first comprehension, but I think I'll do it in parts. Okay. Well, I was gonna say see you, but you'll hear me in the next video. Ta-ta.